So this is a game I played this morning. I think I was like... let me remove the score so that it doesn't look funny. I think I got up maybe around 10 a.m. and then I wanted to get food around 12. So I was like, oh, I'll wait until 12. And then I was watching some streams, you know. The usual morning I was watching Star-Shaped cleave away at some nerds. And then I think at like 11:40 or so, I was like, let's play one game. Because I had to wait for 12 to get food. So I'm like, I'm gonna queue. I queue and then I get Fly. And I was like, oh god. And I got him on Tide Hunters. Which I can only suspect he probably had never played because I watched the replay. And then he just... Like a bunch of times during this game, he goes to a camp and he checks what it is and he's like, I'm out of here. And he also pinged a good amount. So I guess he was explaining stuff on stream. Probably too, because he was streaming. It was just before... so Yule Cup started at 12 today. So it was the same for him. He was like, oh, let's play a game before Yule Cup. And then we met each other. So yeah, he scouted. I think he was worried that I would crip something big. Little does he know that this is not something I would ever crip first. Because like you would get completely fucking destroyed.
Ready to work. The future is ours.
I wish you could select like just the two players view. But without an observer in the game you can't. Yeah, crept that first. He came to harass immediately. I think this creep did AoE damage just once. That's it. So I fast teched. Let's see my tech. Yeah, just immediately behind his. And he did like one grunt tech into a second burrow. But yeah, the wolves here were kinda, I think... This is like... So look, I use 3 militia. And I have 2 footmen. And he's still gonna kill 1 peasant super easily. I'm not sure, like, I guess I'd need to be, like, so with my Archmage, I should just literally click here, not even look at it, and then here I need to micro whatever peasant is attacking. I think if I move this one back and I kind of reduce the surface area or the hits that he's taking, I can save him. But it really sucks losing a peasant like this, because you already always would start. And then because I wanted to tech fast here, I skipped the Arcane Tower.
Job's done.
In the starts. I got it after the tech. It's very tricky. That's the hard part against Sword. Here he was just willing to trade. And yeah, here we go again. Actually, he went to the back of my base. He couldn't really enter here because I would have trapped him. Yeah, I got 1 wolf here. He keeps harassing peasants up until I finally get this. But look, I had to use militia so many times that I was so short on woods. I got 765 gold and 107 woods. This is so tragic. So obviously, like what this means is that when I reach tier 2, I need to get lumber upgrade and a lot of peasants to try and fix that. But I'm also not going to be able to get double sanctum immediately, which really sucks. Because you really need to. Did Lugod win? What? Okay, I don't know about that sentence.
Ready for action.
So yeah, lumber upgrades. I was supply blocked, sadly, because my wood also meant I was getting 1 extra farm a little late here. Of course, it's a ring, you know. Why wouldn't it be?
Ready for action. Ready to work.
Yeah, I went and did the shop. He crept a little funny here. Like, he did this when the TC came out, and then he went to do this down there. This is like the same as like Turtle Rock Expo. And hey, thanks to this little illusion here, I was able to scout. Yeah, I'm getting my first few pre's. I tripped this. I was checking everywhere. Illusion is such a sick item. I think it's like really, really good.
Job's done. I can't build there.
Yeah, I got Sobi Mask, which this game was pretty insane. And then I saw that he had a Wyvern, but when you see Shaman and Wyvern, it means that he's not going double Bestiary, so you don't need to panic with the Dragonhawks. You can kind of get them a little slower, you know? Don't be like starting double Aviary or whatever. You still need to get a lot of ground. Sometimes, some players, they even get 1 Wyvern and they hope that you overreact. So then I saw an opening on the fast here, so I went for it, because he was kind of away. Sadly, he had the Inform, then he got the turtle thanks to Stomp. And then he started targeting my caster, but I had the Popo on the way already. he had exactly enough purge to deal with all my stuff. And then here I end up having to TP. I think if he actually hit the chain landing on time, I guess maybe I wouldn't die. Yeah, I think I barely had enough hit points. Maybe one more hit. Yeah, after a TP, I was like, I'm gonna creep this and then go down there. I get level 3. And, okay, now, this is a little bit weird because he's going for some Wyvern. If he was going full ground, I was like, I probably would get clapped. But because he was going Wyvern, I was like, I'm gonna go for Stormbolt and try to single target fire some units and just use a few claps here and there, basically. So yeah, I was... Like, after I saw that everything like was left here, I figured that he had just gone home and he was healing and he was gonna creep like this, and then maybe move up to the top part. I knew he was probably gonna expand, so I scouted. Todd, any feedback you got for Tide Hunters? Honestly, I kinda like it. I would say I think this is a little too hard, but maybe it's better this way, I don't know. It's kind of funny to have like a laboratory be this hard. Usually on any map it's not that hard. I don't know how this is a red. Like if you compare, this is a red, look. This is a red and this is a red. Like if you compare this like tiny garbage Murlocs and this, I don't know. I feel like this is way too easy to do. Like he did it super early with like almost nothing. Well, other than that, I kind of like the map. I feel like maybe some of these camps though are like too little, but yeah, I don't know if it will be broken if they were better. But yeah, it does feel like there's a lot of like shitty small camps. But maybe that's fine. I don't know. I haven't played it a ton, to be honest. Sorry. Alright, let's continue. I like watching with my vision here so I can explain a little better. But yeah, I have 51 here because I wanted to go into Dragonhawk immediately. And I'm gonna break immediately because I know we're gonna fight soon. So now I go. Look, I have no survivability item, I have no invul, no TP, so I need to be careful here actually. I was a bit sloppy with the MK too far at the front. His items were pretty nuts this game. He got another invul, remember he had one earlier. He got Pendant of Energy and Mana Stone. But I think what made me confident here to take this fight was that I had Dragonhawk on the way. So I knew I could deal with the Wyvern pretty well. Because I even saw here that he was going Kodo, I think. So that means he has no Raider to deal with the Dragonhawk. But you see I'm single target firing the Kodos to try and set free my Breakers here. Because if they get set free, they can do a lot of damage. Obviously, the last thing you want to target with Breakers is the Grunts. You only want to target Heroes or Shamans. I don't know how he knew, but I didn't have magic control here yet, so he summoned wolves and they were actually pretty good. Because I didn't have the mana either for these wolves. I go for a Farseer again, and he has another invuln! Oh my god. All these invulns were sick this game. So yeah, sadly here I have to go back, heal up a bit.
I come to cleanse this land.
These wards were amazing. Oh yeah, so I went to the center here because I saw that the Farseer was lagging a bit behind. And I ended up forcing him to TP, but he got the invuln in the scroll, but now that meant I was gonna get this camp, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I got perfect vision. It's so nice to see his exact army as well. Get Spoil the Beast. I wonder if maybe I should have sold it. Because... I don't know, it's Breaker army, like... In retrospect, maybe I should have sold it. If I'm under 50, I just get so much gold for it. And then now he flew a Wyvern into my army. I was a little shocked. Yeah, I was with level 4 here, I'm gonna start to clap more and more. And then now I saw he wanted to hit my Breakers, so look what I'm doing. I Stormbolt, I target, and then when the Kodos are almost in range, I run back. For a long time, I was so bad against Kodos. I would literally just stand there and get my shit eaten, but then I watched some of the top humans in the world, and he had no item here, and he had all the mana in the world, so he takes so much damage from Breakers. So he lost TC, but I knew that if I stand here, I'm losing right now because everything's low, so I ran away. And then, as I ran away here, I was like, wait a second. I got Sobi Mask and Brilliance too. I can probably turn around and kill a bunch of units. So that's what I did. I went on the chase. It's like, Kodos, when I eat something, I'm the one who's gonna eat them. And then I saw that he was... I scouted this earlier and saw he was expanding, so I already knew I was probably gonna expand myself. And yeah, he has no TP, he has no speed scroll, and he has no endurance aura. I'm surprised he didn't instant revive actually. He just remade it in the altar. So yeah, I end up catching a 1 Kodo, which is amazing obviously. Extra experience, I'm almost 5 on the Archmage. Damn, that was still there. I should have done that, actually. I don't know why. I got debated. I was like, there's a sacred text here waiting to get picked up. So I went there and picked it up. Okay, maybe that was right, actually, because I ended up doing this. I get level 5 Archmage, and I took Brilliance 3, because Mountain King is just going to be so much more useful than Water Elementals will be, since he can purge them. So I just like Brilliance 3 a lot more these days in almost every situation. So he was going to scout my expo. And then I'm hoping for a good item here, but because I'm a French human player called Todd from France, I find a Helm of Valor, which increases the strength and agility of my hero by 5 when worn. This is great. He can become like Muradin and hit like really fast and think he's a Blade Master. So here I saw movement near my base. I broke up keep. I was like kind of worried. I think that was probably by design.
Magic in the air. Job's done.
And yeah, this time I went clap level 3 because now he's going for a lot of ground because I got his air countered with Dragonhawk.
I smell magic.
I think I should have sent maybe Dragonhawk invis to scouts. I go there. Maybe if I did, I would have seen. And then so here, I see this, and I'm like, okay, well, there's a TC invisible somewhere, and usually he's on top of you, trying to get a perfect stomp for him to get a good engagement. Me, I don't have Town Portal, but yes, I have greater healing. Oops. So as I saw that, I was like, wait a second. Okay, no thank you. And then I was like, I'm gonna sit on my expo and wait until this Invis potion runs out, and then I'll go for an engagement. Because it takes a while for Invis potion to actually reload.
I smell magic.
And also, I know that once I get a big army with lots of breakers, and I have clap 3, it's like, it's super effective. It's very hard for him to deal with.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, now I'll move out.
Research complete.
Farseer can at the front. I know the TC is around here, you know? And then it turns out the TC appears here. The potion ran out, so I place... My MK is invis right now. Look at this. This is... You know about food porn? This is human porn. I opened the fight up with a perfect clap in the middle of everything. I catch one of the Kodos that ate something. And then he has no army. It turns out he was saving a lot of gold to try and go into a lot of wyverns, so that's why he didn't have any army. I think he must have thought I was bluffing when I went here, but I never bluffed, like in poker. So I was actually going for it. Yeah, I even had I had the greater healing in case of emergencies, but yeah, I landed some big claps here. He was in a ton of trouble. Pop the invuln, but it's a small one. And then I saw he was gonna try to go for the Archmage, so I ran away just on time. And yeah, his army just expired way too fast here. I have 68 supply against 49, and he's getting Wind Riders, but I'm spamming Dragonhawks now. And once he has no Shaman, Water Elementals and Stormbolt are also gonna be amazing against this. Yeah, I was gonna go for the Altar. He had a nice dodge. That's a weird lodge placement, but yeah, that was... It was nice. Mid-fly in the morning. If you had beat me, like... He would have gotten a lot of points, because I'm rank 5 and he's like barely... I don't know, I don't think he's ranked super high, because he just started playing. But yeah, that was... Some pretty sick items here. The Sobi Mask and Brilliance, obviously, quite sick, and it was nice getting to win a game against Fly. Sadly, I wasn't streaming, because I only wanted to play one game before food, but... Yeah,